Bro. So my shirt used to be cleaned until I've had three separate black shirts and 3 separate black leggings these whole 3 days. I have so many more black leggings and black shirts just piled up and white shirts piled up in the corner of my room. But because I got these black t-shirts for reverse tie-dye, but I just ended up using them for something better. Or I'm still going to use them for reverse tie-dye at one point, but every single time there's one person on and they stay for like a hot minute. But today was a little torture. High school. But first off, before we're
How country are you?
this just popped up. There's someone that doesn't on my channel. It's on my old channel. No one knows it. I grew up on country. Dude, probably first time you see me with shoes on. I have socks on. You're raised right if you know all of them.
How country? I always knew this day would come. We'd be standing one by one.
This is like your last everything. But it's like normal. But the song is like your last everything. No, the thing is, if only, like, I can still do that. Next year I'll be doing it. No? Yeah, next year I'll be doing it. And I'll be starting Senior Sunrise because Senior Sunrise is the first day of school. But then again, I'm web crew leader, so I can't wear pajamas because seniors wear pajamas at Senior Sunrise, and I'm going to be wearing a blue shirt because I'm teaching 10th graders next year. Okay. Damn.
If she knows this song, she's been damaged.
This time, this place. Oh, I literally did a video. Okay, I'm pausing this and going in here. If you go to my school, I'm doing this before anything because I got most of it out. If you go to my school, which you would know what school I go to, if you're ever gonna plan on taking drama next year or any year, I'd consider your options. Because I'm taking drama for English credits, and there's this whole drama with that currently, and and then adding on to the fact there's something called Fury's Project. And my hair, I literally took a shower 2 days ago, and I'm gonna have to take a shower again. Why? Aside from that, all of my 7th period, all of my 6th period, today's Wednesday, I was taking plaster out of my hair. I got home and I still had plaster in my ear. Like, I had to take out my earrings because I still had plaster between, like, my ear. Like, I can show you a picture. Hold up. This was me after. Because, well, I was like, y'all. Bruh. That was partially my head. And my ear. That's not the worst of all. The worst of all is like midpoint, it got in my right eye. And I'm like, I'm just gonna chill here with it burning. That was a bad mistake. Like, bro, dude, it also, like, my hair was in a bun. It was in a small bun. But, like, I do this, and there's just, like, long pieces of plaster just in the middle of my hair roots. And I literally, like, bro, that's all, that white. Yes, all of this white stuff is plaster. That tiny, I can't even get it. Yeah. It's plaster. But it's mainly on the sides because all of these are now, bro. I'm still doing this. This is hours later. Like, I don't want to get in the shower and then have it melt and then just have it stay. Bro. So, I'm just letting y'all know to reconsider choices because I also had to talk to her about my grades this morning because, earlier to actually put her grades in the grade book. She just leaves an NA, which causes an F, which lowers everyone's GPA. Takes away opportunities, too. Bro. If you're ever gonna plan on taking drama next year or any year, I'd consider your options. Because I'm taking drama for English credits, and there's this whole drama with I trust a total of like 4 people in that class, adding on the fact. Like, I love the teacher, just there's some, like, a lot of decisions she makes that I would never, ever, ever agree with. Like, the past 2 days, yesterday, I was put in charge of people making masks because when Monday, I was the only person that knew how to make masks, and I was put into the group that knew how to make them. Well, the group that knew how to make them didn't do anything, and I was the only person doing shit, so she ended up just pushing half the class into the thing making masks, and everyone else's masks turned out with air bubbles, and 3 of the people out of the 4 people went to the, like, doctors and nurses, and one of them actually got sent home and went to the actual doctor's office. Like, I'm what? The one person that was safe was the person of I did their mask. So then, the person that I did their mask to, Nico, Xander's one of their friends was like, whoever did Nico's math, I'm calling them, and they're like, Sammy and Rio, well, the whole class was like, and Rio, and I was like, yeah. And they're like, well, I'm calling them, you can't take them from me, and I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, but my best friend is gonna be here tomorrow, and I'm focusing on, like, her instead of everyone else. Instead, I got put in charge, which is good. But the whole issue was that I got pissed off. Because I got pissed off because I pretty much had to explain how to do it demo it, show my results of the picture of Nico's mask. Everyone said they knew how to do it and understood how to do it, and they didn't because it was another day that failed. The only one that turned out okay was Jax and Emma's, and I ended up with both. 3 people, Aiden, Jackson, and Dewey's, were way too thin, and Davina thought you won't know her, so I'm just gonna say names. Davina tried acting like she's in charge, like, oh my god, just let it dry and it's completely fine. I'm like, dude, I've worked with this before. I've worked with plaster before. I know how it works. I did this all of yesterday and none of y'all listened, let alone you weren't even here yesterday. You don't even know what we're doing. Then again, no, just leave me alone. She's like, just let it dry, it'll be fine. And I'm like, okay. I didn't, but like, okay. I moved on to other people. She took Jackson's mask off, walking, and it shattered in her hands. Why? Because it was way too thin and needed more layers. Same thing what happened with Evans. The second you put it down, it shattered. Like, it folded into each other. And it's like, and then Aiden's was just way too thin. Way too thin. Yeah, people are fucking idiots. And it's just like, now I'm just gonna put my hair back up because the whole issue that's going on with the grade system. So with my counselor, I can't believe my counselor is a counselor. No one can at this point. With my counselor at the school, not my personal counselor. So my mother has, oh my god, I found more. My mother has the papers because she doesn't want me to lose them. But then she was like, she's just going to create a counseling appointment. I need to talk to her to actually make the counseling appointment with her, me, and my counselor. Her, me, my mom, my counselor, and me. Those are the people. And then my mom said she was going to do it because of the whole situation going on. And then she was like, okay, I've come to the conclusion that like we can't do it until I'm just not going to do the meeting because the whole solution is your drama teacher putting in actual grades instead of NA for Fs. But my drama teacher tells me that it's an actual course class electives that you need instead of elective credits because drama is elective credits and not English credits. And it's like, so now I actually need a meeting because this just brings back things double the time longer and the situation just more chaotic. Because, so, this situation pretty much started Friday. I found out Friday. It's Wednesday. Next school day is Thursday. I'm done with school for Wednesday. It's literally 8 p.m. The situation as into, so I failed a lot of classes for a lot of reasons. But not of the reason I'm not doing work. That's not a reason. In ninth grade, my ninth grade summer school for my ninth grade to 10th grade was taking up with 12 weeks of science. And then it wasn't like a school thing. It was like a Canvas like class thing. So they took it off my like Canvas at 99%. So therefore it didn't count. But it should have counted because they're the ones that took it. I was still like 10th grade started school in person. And then I would go home and continue doing schoolwork for that 99%. Well, they took it off at 99%. So it wasn't my choice to continue it or stop it. So they said they were going to put it on my transcript. This I find out in January, by the way. Because it was supposed to like happen then, because my case manager last year kept continuing to, like, first she did so much shit wrong. One of them, she tried forcing me to change to her class from my class, the one that I was currently in, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I like my teacher, thank you. And then she tried doing that behind my back, and I'm like, fuck no. Like, that's where you're crossing the line for me. The bomb threat, when we were all like leaving the school, she saw everyone, turned around with the student, which was one of my friends, and tried running back in. That's a red flag right there. But she did so much shit. But another thing is that she kept continue to try to convince me that I didn't do summer school at all. And I'm like, I'm sorry, you cannot do that when literally my whole entire summer was taking up with summer school. My 10th grade to 11th grade year, yes, this year, well, last year, 2022, was PE, 9th grade PE, because my 9th grade PE teacher was a pedophile. And my 10th grade, I think it was English 9. I don't know, it was one of those, English 9. One semester of that. I literally have... Okay, so it was PE 9 and then English 10, which my 10th grade summer school, which was last year, until 11th grade, which 11th grade is this year. And I finished the PE with a minus, and then the English with a C. So both of them were completed. Now, to be totaled, in 9th grade, I failed semester 1 PE, semester 1 PE 9, semester 1 science, biology, and then semester 2 English 9. And then so in 9th grade I just did the science, so I completed that. And then in 10th grade I failed semester 1 English 10 and semester 2 English 10. So then in 10th grade for summer school I completed PE 9 and English 10. And so all I needed to do was semester 2 of English 9 and semester 1 of English 10. But here's where it gets complicated. And then I was like, okay, I just overheard, like, I misunderstood. I do have summer school. No. Why the fuck am I in why am I in drama? Like, I was completely honest. Like, I love that I was enjoying that class for like this year. I was enjoying drama this year, but I wouldn't be in that class if I didn't need the English credits. Like, my counselor was like, okay, you're like, drama is not an option. You're doing it for English credits. So I was like, lovely. Okay. What makes me tear up is that you want to sit here telling me that was just... Here's where it gets to that point. So I got told that I passed this year's drama class completely last semester and this semester, even though it's a month before. Because even if I failed the final, which I probably wouldn't because I'm prepared, all of the extra credit would have built that up. So I'm completely safe. So, school did. I have 4 categories now. School did, still needs to do. Did credits complete? What credits? So I'm going to say my bullet points first. 5 credits is 1 semester of 1 class. That doesn't matter. It's like, if you pass it, you get those 5 credits. If you don't, whatever. All 11th grade drama was for English credits. So all of 11th grade for English is 10 English credits. This year completed would be 10 English credits, equals knocked out 2 semesters of summer school English. I passed all classes semester 1 of 11th grade and pretty much semester 2 of 11th grade, so no extra classes to retake on this point. Okay, so what this means is, so school did 11th grade, semester 1 drama, finished with an A. Semester 2 drama, finished with an A. I don't, like, A pluses, whatever. Still need to do semester 1 English 10 crossed off, semester 2 English 9 crossed off. Did credits complete it? Yes and yes, because the 5 credits and the 5 credits. What credits? The 5 credits to the English semester 1 English 10 and the 5 credits to the semester 2 English 9. So yes and yes. I'm done. Okay, so well, here's where it gets complicated. So my I need to go find the emails, but my counselor said, because we were talking about classes when we were doing classes in January and February and March, and we were talking about taking drama next year for English credits. Now, what's confusing is that English and history is a required class for each year of high school. My older sister didn't need to take English or history in her 12th grade in her senior year because she was all caught up. That's me with math and science, but math and science aren't required for all years of high school, but English and history is. That it doesn't make any sense. So I don't know how the fuck she ended up doing that, but so we were talking about this that of me taking drama next year and then it taking care of English credits. And my counselor tells me this. Drama can only cover English credits if you really need it. So if you take drama in 12th grade, it won't count because you don't need the credits. If I don't need the credits, then why are you sitting here signing me up for English summer school? Like, she's the one that put me into drama for English credits. She literally told the people when we were figuring out my classes last year that drama was not an elective for me because I was doing it for English credits. That's how it is at my school. If you're doing an elective class for a specific, a required class credits, then you can't do, the fun parts. You have to actually do the work. And you can't. It's not an elective for you. So that was literally me of all of this year. Adding on to the fact it put extra pressure on me because my older sister, Kaylin, which is the one that didn't take English or history for her senior year, was my drama teacher's favorite student for 3 years fucking in a row. So who got more expectations than everyone else in the class? Yes, me. So I said, my school counselor, in email too, if you don't need the credits, then why? If I don't need the credits, then why am I still taking summer school English? And then at the moment, all summer school should be complete, not counting this current semester to have 11th grade. Not saying that I'm going to fail, just saying this. So then my mother, because my drama teacher puts an NA for a grade, so then my mother is like, well, think of it this way, she's not going to put in the grades, and then you're cutting this. My drama teacher, I needed to talk to her about it today because I was just done with it. And she started what? Screaming, because she knew I passed. She knew she put in the grade of last semester. She knew it should be there. She called my counselor, and my counselor said, oh, it's because it's it needs to be an elective, elective classes, elective credits, and this class is this credits, blah, blah. I was like, you can literally ask the people that filled out my classes of last year. They're like, yeah, drama is an elective for you. You're forced to take it because of English credits. And it's like, so this is what I'm currently dealing with. Don't be ashamed if you have to take summer school. It's that the fact of I've worked so hard to get to this point of me actually having a free summer, because then again, my father all of this year, even though that I showed him when I was I've never gone a year or a semester of high school where I passed all my classes. I at least failed one class, and if I had a D, that's counted as failed in my mind, even though I don't need to do summer school for it. But I've gotten to this point where all of semester 1 of 11th grade, it was season up. That's a big thing for me. And the fact that my parents were just like, eh. I'm sorry, but what? That, adding on to the fact that I didn't take my 2 best classes that I'm good at, which is science and math. which those are expected grades for me to get A's and A pluses and A's. But I didn't take those this year, so the fact that I got all of my classes a C and above is a big thing for me. Now, my mom was like, "Oh, okay." My father, on the other hand, continued threatening me about summer school. And it's like, well, it's not just a toll on you, it's a toll on us and gas money and blah, blah, blah. It's like, again, I don't have summer school. Yeah, right, whatever. So this whole situation, bring it to my personal counselor getting involved. And then my mom was like, okay, you need to just give him the copy because there's literally proof on my transcript that I passed. Give him that copy. If I gave him that copy, he would have lost it. He lost the I printed the copy and he lost that. So I'm glad that I kept that copy with me so I can do this, because if I didn't have my transcript, I wouldn't be doing this. Yeah, so I'm just done with life. My father is still currently threatening that I have summer school. So no, I didn't bring this up to him. He gets the emails. But my counselor knows about it. My counselor doesn't know about the third and second email that I got sent literally the other day and then today about summer school. And I'm like, no. No. I don't even care if I'm enrolled. I'm not going because maybe I'll go the first day and be like, okay, I'm not even supposed to be here. Goodbye. Because it's you're for real gonna sit here telling me that all of my last full 3 years, I went through so much just to get to this point. And the fact to have a parent sit here threatening me that I have summer school, it's not good. Adding on to the fact before high school, we had summer school plans, and your parents would sit there saying, oh, that's canceled because blah, blah, you have summer school. You do reminding you. That takes up 1 month. One semester takes up 1 month. And let alone one semester takes up 3 weeks. So 3 weeks, 3 weeks. You still have before that summer school and before after that summer schools. Now in 9th grade, I can't blame you because it literally took up, I had 3 days of break and then it was all summer school. So I can't blame you on that. But it's excuse me? One of my grandpa's family's friends, one of our family friends promised to take us to Nuts Bay Farm this summer. That's been literally canceled 3 years in a row because it's apparently our fault. So to have something that's not my fault for once, but then have your parents sit there pushing it down you and over again, it's so this is where I take high school into my own hands, and I've passed all the fucking things. So now I have 1 full day to complete my research project for history and to memorize this whole entire scene thing for drama that I've been memorizing all day. And I still, because she literally pushed projects after projects together. And I'm overwhelmed with it. Yeah. So goodbye. I need to go to my father's house to print things, and my mom's not gonna like that. Goodbye.